Hey everyone, I need your attention for 1 minute. This is not one of those ads. This is something that has changed my entire life. If you've been listening to this podcast, you know that this is all about personal development as the foundation for everything good in your life. And this podcast is now sponsored by Growth Day, which is the world's first all-in-one personal development app. I mean, oh my gosh, can you imagine having everything all in one place that you need to create the life that you want? Now you can. So if you've been struggling with your motivation, your mood, your productivity, or your purpose, you have to check this out. Growth Day helps you consciously change your life and achieve your potential. It has all the self-improvement tools, motivational classes, and life coaching all in one place. So many of us want to improve our lives, but the question is how? Where do we start? What do we use? How do you get unstuck? How do you make self-improvement stick? Well, research shows how. It's when you consistently journal, track your habits, set goals, learn from empowering mentors, and challenge yourself that you'll be happier, healthier, and more successful. But let me ask you something. Where do you actually do all of your personal development work? I have to tell you that over 300,000 people use Growth Day for a reason. It works. It's the world's #1 software for self-improvement. Growth Day has an amazing mindset journal that I absolutely love, a habit tracker, and a goal-setting system. In fact, I bet if you went to my stories this week, you probably saw me using the journaling app and telling you to do it too, because it's the first time that journaling has ever actually stuck consistently in my life because of this app. And best of all, Growth Day has live inspirational classes every single week from the world's top motivational speakers and life coaches. These are people who have impacted my life in huge ways. These are mentors who I already knew and loved. In fact, this is something that's so huge for me, you guys. I personally teach a class in Growth Day every single month, and it is one of the most fun things that I get to do, and I'd love to see you there. These classes will truly shift your life. There's always something new that you will learn. So join me and 300,000 achievers growing our lives with actual real intention. Visit growthday.com/Lori for a free trial. Yes, you can try this for free. So go to growthday.com/Lori and go live your best life. You guys, that's growthday.com/Lori. And I can't wait to see you there. There's so much purpose to what you're going through right now and the problems that you're solving. And if you think about the people who've helped you through the problems that you have gotten help from, then you have to remember that those people had the same problem or something similar too. And that's what you really clung on to feel better. Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. It's time for another quickie because there's always time to fit in inspiration. These are so fun for me because I feel like I get to talk to you guys all about literally what I'm really thinking about and focusing on every single week. So having these kind of real-time moments to drop in and just be like, this is what's been on my mind right now. How about you guys? And for anyone that is a content creator or a podcaster or thinks they want to do something like this, it really is just about bringing people along the journey with you. And also, if it's something you're thinking about, trust me, the one thing that we kind of can get wrong as human beings is that we think that our journey is unique to us or our situation or our experience. And while, yes, we have a unique experience, it is something that we most likely, there will be many of us at the same time thinking the same thing or experiencing the same things, right down to the problems that we are having or even traumas that we've had. It's really amazing that once you start sharing, the more you realize that everybody, not everyone, but many people have experienced something similar. And I think if we talked about that more, which is why podcast people are just, they love podcasts so much. They love books. They love learning about themselves. We love learning about each other, is that it makes us feel less alone in the world. So if you're noticing that you feel a little isolated or that you're really trapped in a story because you think it's, only happening to you and you don't know anybody to talk to about it, that's when you really need to start reaching out or finding like-minded people so that you can remember you're not alone in it, because that is what makes the journey tolerable, and not just tolerable, but really helps you to see that maybe you're going through it to be able to help the person once you get through who's going through it too. Because if we didn't have those people, we'd never be able to make it through. So always, always remember that Brene Brown has she has one name, right? Like Madonna. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. Brene Brown has a beautiful quote about how your life will become someone else's guidebook, how your story will become someone else's manual to get through. And it's like, that helps us just know that we're getting through it for a purpose. It's not all for nothing. There's so much purpose to what you're going through right now and the problems that you're solving. And if you think about the people who've helped you through the problems that you have gotten help from, then you have to remember that those people had the same problem or something similar too. And that's what you really clung on to feel better. Hey y'all, if you didn't know, Earn Your Happy is now a part of the Growth Day Podcast Network. This is so exciting to me because I have been looking for a really good home for the show for, I can't even tell you, years, literally. And now I've finally been able to come together and collaborate with other people who have incredible shows, and I want to share them with you. One of the shows is Motivation with Brendon Burchard. And you guys, if you don't know about the beginning of my career, I literally started with Brendon Burchard's work. It's how I launched one of my very first online courses and membership sites, was because he gives so much advice that you can integrate and implement immediately. And that's what you're going to get on the show. Not just motivation, but you're going to learn exactly how to get your stuff out in the world. And not just that, but Brendon runs in the most incredible group of humans who are really doing the thing out in the world that you want to be doing. So go check it out. Go subscribe to Motivation with Brendon Burchard. I promise you, this is going to be one of those shows that no matter when you tune in, you're going to get value. Like, it's not one of those that you're like, God, I listened for 30 minutes and I didn't get what I wanted. Like, from the beginning, you're going to get something that changes your life or changes your business. So go check it out. Motivation with Brendon Burchard. I know you're going to love it. I'm obsessed. But I came on here today because I want to remind you to start attaching the joy to the journey instead of the result. So I was just listening to a Lewis Howes podcast. I think it just came out pretty recently. And he had a guest on who was talking about learning how to attach your dopamine to the journey, to the effort. So attach the dopamine to the effort and not to the outcome. What does that mean? Like, how does one get their brain to react chemically to the effort part where normally your brain reacts negatively, like this is really hard work, and you get exhausted, right? And you want to attach that dopamine to the outcome, but the outcome only lasts an hour or two, right? Like maybe you go out to dinner and celebrate and you're like, God, I just thought this was going to feel so different. I just thought I would be different. I just thought my life would change. I thought people would treat me different. And yeah, while some of that can happen, it kind of goes back to a bit of a baseline. So how do we attach the dopamine to the effort and not the outcome? Well, I have been working on this myself. So when I say I come on here every single week to kind of share where I'm at, this is absolutely what I'm working on. And I can tell you it's starting to really work. I'm starting to really, really, really find a lot of love and joy in a challenge, in the fact that I know when I'm not being challenged, I feel a little bored, or I feel a little restless, or I feel a little like I'm lacking purpose, like I don't know what that bigger picture is. So I'm starting to fall in love with the fact that, oh, I can't believe I'm so proud of myself for how I showed up today through the challenges. I'm so proud of myself for how I still showed up as a leader, even though I felt really confused and like I wasn't being a good leader or I wasn't sure which direction to go. I'm so proud of myself for how I treated my team today. I'm so proud of myself for allowing myself some grace when I had that massive failure and I still got back in the game the next day or in the next 2 hours. Like, I'm so proud of myself for learning this new thing. Sometimes I'll go back and I'll be like, what would my old self say if she met the woman who just went through this tough day? What would my 2 years ago self sit and say to this woman? And a lot of times, well, every time it would be, wow, I can't believe how much your capacity has grown. Wow, I can't believe that you can handle these challenging things every single day. And I'm so proud of you for who you are. I'm so proud of the way that you are showing up and also proving to other people that this can be done and you can love it and you can enjoy it and you can remember that the tough stuff is the good stuff. So you guys, where can you start attaching where it doesn't feel natural? Start attaching that dopamine, start attaching that pride, start attaching that joy that you don't have it easy. Because I've never had a lot of easy days strung together where I'm not challenged, unless I'm on a vacation, but where I'm not challenged, let's even just say for the year where I'm like, man, I'm not doing what I love. I'm not growing, that I feel happy. You need that to feel good about yourself. Let your head hit the pillow, even if it was a rough day, and say, I'm so proud of you. These rough days are building who is going to accomplish these big goals that you have. Those are the days. Those are the days. So attach dopamine and say, these are the days that actually get me to the goal. Not the ones where it's all easy, because you're not actually solving another challenge out there, which is how you get there, right? So you guys, I'm sending you so much love. I hope that you can start to just fall in love with your journey, even 2% more each day. And how you show up, and let it be okay if things go wrong. Let it be okay if you fail, but make sure you celebrate that you got through. Make sure you celebrate how you approach those things, and make sure you just celebrate that you keep showing up every single day and your capacity is growing. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for listening. It means the world to me when you share or you leave a review. That's how podcasts grow. It's the only way podcasts grow. So whether it's me or your other favorite podcasters, go show them some love. I try to do this a couple times a month where I'm just like, who am I listening to? And I'm totally not like letting them know I'm listening to them or giving them any love for all of their free content. But I'm really, really grateful for you. Like I said, whether it's me or somebody else, it's a ripple effect out into the universe of goodness. So go spread it, you guys. It does come back in the craziest ways that you wouldn't expect it. So until next time, earn your happy. Bye, everyone. Hey y'all, I'm so excited to share with you, Earn Your Happy is now part of Growth Day Podcast Network. A bunch of us are coming together to bring more growth to the world and support shows and brands that we truly believe in. And one of my friends is also on the network, and I'd love for you to go subscribe to his show. You guys, Trent Shelton has the most incredible podcast. It's called Straight Up with Trent Shelton, and it's going to remind you that you are built for this. I have heard Trent speak in person multiple times. I've listened to his podcast a ton. He's coming on the show, and I literally cannot wait because this man just spits straight fire. It is like truth that goes to your core and makes you take action right away. If you want one of those podcasts that when you're just out on a walk, you can't help but want to start running and run through a wall in your life, this is the show to go listen to. So you guys, make sure that you go subscribe to the show, Straight Up with Trent Shelton. You're going to love it. Want to know a huge secret to my success? Okay, not only my success, but just about every single person that I have interviewed on this podcast who is successful has this in common. You guys, they love to journal. They capture their life lessons and what they're grateful for. But a lot of people don't keep this up consistently, and most people do know that the research shows that journaling deepens your gratitude and increases self-awareness. But did you also know that journaling decreases stress and helps you achieve your goals faster? In fact, journaling is a huge differentiator between average performers at work and high-performing people. It leads to longer-term clarity, confidence, and success. So why don't more people journal? Why didn't I journal consistently? Honestly, they don't like staring at a blank page. It's hard to carry a book around with you or a notepad, and they just don't even know what to write about, or they just forget. That's why I know that you're going to love Growth Day. It's the world's #1 system for self-improvement, and it's like all-in-one personal development in an app. And it has an awesome digital journal, and people love it. Growth Day's digital journal has hundreds of research-backed writing prompts for self-reflection, positive mindset, confidence building, and success. I use them all the time, and it makes me think in ways that I typically don't, and it makes me ask myself better questions, which we all know gets better results in our life. It even has prompts that help you develop a daily, weekly, or monthly habit of reflecting on your life and identifying areas to grow. So it's a perfect time of year to start journaling, you guys. When you sign up at Growth Day, you also get systems for habit tracking, goal setting, and scoring, and improving every area of your life. Best of all, I get to teach there too, you guys. I'm so excited. I hope that I get to see you. I teach live in Growth Day every single month with a new topic just for you. So join me there. Start your free trial at growthday.com/Lori.